Hello guys and welcome to another Brad the Lad YouTube video. Now I just wanted to give you a bit of a life update about how things are going and stuff like that. I used to do a lot of my own mental health content on this channel as well as football because I think mental health is also very important to me. The past couple of weeks I have felt a bit of a change, particularly this week, I have to say. I felt a bit of a positive change in the right direction. And I'll tell you what it's kind of all about. So, a lot of the time, in my spare time, I have a lot of it. When I'm at home, when I'm just relaxing, I watch a lot of Dr. Phil on YouTube. And I I have been watching a lot of it, and the videos, the guests who come on are very, have been in my situation. Some of them have suffered with anxiety, depression, and they're living at home, and they're a lot old. Most of them are a lot older than me, and there's people who want to change their lives, and watching Dr. Phil has motivated me. It's motivated me out of the blue, and I've tried. I'm trying manifesting at the moment. I watched his video a few days ago, and it told me to write down all the stuff I want to have in my life as if I've already got it. And I've got it all down in my journal, places I want to visit. I've got what sort of things I want in my life, Um, I think one of them is not needing medication anymore and being able to, you know, that would be one. Um, have a normal life again. I think when I say that, I think, just again, it just relates to the negative thoughts, and hopefully, I can get back to normal because I started with this when I was 16. I'm not going to go through this for the rest of my life. Um, and you can write all these things. It can be something about how much money you've got. You're very wealthy. You've got tons of thousands of pounds stuck away, and you can afford to go anywhere you want to, like a holiday. Just basically live the life that you want to. And I've also started my new medication, and I will admit there has been tough times. It hasn't been easy. That was because I was adapting to it, and you know, and that's how it works. You feel worse before you start to feel better, and I have been through those stages myself, and I'm starting to feel a whole lot better. Yesterday was 2 weeks since I started medication, so I was quite pleased with how things are going at the moment. I feel like I'm in a good headspace at the moment. Um, you know, I'm gonna see. I think it's a psychiatrist. I think I've got an appointment again next week, and I think it's gonna, and I'm optimistic it's gonna go well. Um, so for me, I think that motivational attitude. I think the other day I was driven to go. I drove myself, not literally, but I had the drive to go and apply for some volunteering at a charity shop. I've got a trial shift tomorrow to see if I like it. If I don't like it, it's not the end of the world. At least I went to go and try it, and I've been really, really pleased, and I have felt a very, very big uplifting feeling. Um, but yeah, thank you, Dr. Phil, for being the motivational person. I haven't even met you. I haven't even spoken to you. I'll just have to watch some of your shows that just perk me up, and I just go, right, I'm just gonna go for it. I've been watching manifesting videos for a while. I watched the high performance um, podcast thing with Roxy Nafusi. I'm not really good with pronunciations, so if I've got that wrong, I apologise. I watched that, and you know, I had to watch it a few times to get to sort of like, am I doing it right? You know, is this what I want? Obviously, you can't manifest yourself to get to win the lottery. You can't. You know, that is just pure luck. You know, as much as we all do want to win the lottery, um, you can't manifest that. You know, you've got to change your thinking, and I'm trying to change my thinking at the moment. There's still a few flaws there, particularly about myself. I think a lot of the time, I think I've screwed things up, like relationships with people. I think I've offended people. Um, you know, I think I'm upsetting people. Sometimes you got to do that in life. I find it very difficult to do so, and you know, I've, for me, I think growing a sense of maybe a bit of a thick skin. I think I am. Hopefully, I am, and you know, I can just break all these barriers. And I think sometimes I see people around, and I just don't want to be. I don't want to end up like them, so I'm like being the opposite of. You know, if something upset me, I'd want to be the opposite of that thing upsetting me. If you get what I mean, you know, if I was an angry, if I saw an angry person who was negative all the time, I'd want to be the opposite of that. Um, if I saw somebody that doesn't have maybe the best, I don't know, maybe sense of humour, maybe, I don't know. I think I've got a very good sense of humour. Sometimes I'm not in the mood for it when people are digging at me, but that happens, you know, we're not always in the mood. You know, I think, you know, I see evil people as well on the TV. I think, or the way that people think themselves. Obviously, I think I've referred to this the incel community. Um, people like that. You know, they've got such a negative outlet, and they've got so much hate and anger. And I'll be like, oh my god, I really don't want to become one of them. I really, you know, and I think I'm like working hard because sometimes I could get these triggering thoughts like that make me believe I'm all these things that I don't want to be. And it's not true. It's not true. So I'm working hard to do the opposite of that. And the medication itself as well, you know, I have a few conversations for a bit of like reassurance, and some you do have your triggers, you do have stuff like that when you've got anxiety, but you'll break through it. You will get past it. You're not going to live with it forever. That's what I always say. And so when I have watched Dr. Phil episodes, they've been you know, it just like gives you the kick up the bum that you need, really. I don't know, there's people who are inspired creators. There are people who again, you know, live at home, can't do anything for themselves, have got depression, anxiety, you know, and they can't get out there. Um, I think there was um, some other sorts of projects that he's been working on, and talking about things like the positive impact of social media and the negative impact of social media. I do think social media is probably the most um, brilliant and dangerous thing. Um, and there's some interesting topics about, and I'd just been watching these videos. I could be spending my Wednesday afternoon just watching episodes of his, and then there's something that just like clicks and inspires me to do something, and I go out there and I try my best to do it, or try my best to find ways to improve my mood, the sense of energy that I've got, um, and be more functional. I think I've become more functional. I think last week I braved an appointment I went to, was very nervous before that. Sometimes taking the bins out is a big achievement for me. I think it might need emptying soon. But thinking of, just that positive mindset, I've been trying to, I'm working hard now to find what I want. I don't really want to be famous. I don't really think I do. I think, I just want a normal life. I'm just happy with my life. Just have a normal job, be well paid, have a family of my own, just chill, watch TV, just have a takeaway or go watch football, or just live a normal, happy life, And I think I'm very much capable of that, and I think I very much deserve that. I think, listen to positive affirmations. I think sometimes you seek validation of other people because you get that criticism of other people, and they make you feel like that. So if they make you feel in a way that you don't want to feel, you probably crave their attention, maybe, or or something like that. I think for me, what my aim is, I want to improve my relationships with people. I'm always a very sociable kind of guy, and sometimes people don't want to speak to me. They're just not interested in anything I've got to say, and that's absolutely fine. Sometimes there's people who talk, and I don't have any interest in what they're saying. It's nothing personal. It's nothing like that. It's just the way it is, and sometimes we get upset when we don't have a connection with people. That's fine, but I feel like I wish I could improve my connections with people. um I don't think I necessarily have a bad relationship. I think I know how to speak to people and how to socialize, but I think sometimes you just want to have a bit of a connection, um, which which can be a big positive. And I think, I do want to be. I do like being a creator. I create a lot of my own things. I do it privately. Sometimes I share it on YouTube and share what I'm doing, and yeah, I do feel very ready to, I do feel comfortable at the moment. I do feel I'm in a good headspace. I'm just hoping that I can sort out any little issues that I've got, or any issues, that I can solve as quickly as I can. And I think I will. I think by the time Christmas comes, maybe I'm a whole new person to the guy I used to be when I started. And I think people misconcept what I say sometimes, because they're like, I want to be happy, but I want to be consistently happy. Like, so if I have a bad day, you have a normal bad day. You don't have a day where you're just dreading everything, overthinking everything, and emotionally you're a disaster. You know, you just want to think like, it's just one of those bloody days. You know, it's not. You know, it's just one of those days. You know, it's just one of those bloody irritating days. You know, things are just annoying me, and I just can't be arsed. You know, that sort of mentality on odd days. You know, and that's fine. You know, and you've got to believe it as well. You've got to believe that you are worth these things. I do believe that. It's taken me a while. There might be days where I feel like absolute shit, you know, but I don't want to feel like absolute shit anymore. I've done that for too long. So I'm working hard on myself with this channel. If I, you know, and you can't let anything get in the way of that. You know, you can't let a negative opinion get in the way of that. I'm going to try my best to avoid those sort of situations. I just want to have a fun life. I want to have an enjoyable life. And I want, because I think my future children, I don't want them to have a negative mindset. I don't want them to have a negative mentality. I want them to be happy and comfortable and feel safe in their lives, and, you know, feel like they can come to me for anything or something like that. That's how I want to be. You know, I want to have that sort of mentality, you know, a positive mentality where I can really, you know, I don't have to prove myself at all. I don't have to prove myself anyway. Sometimes I feel like I do, but in reality I don't. So that's the big thing for me. So yeah, I want to install a positive mentality, and I think my issue is I think my issue for me is that, you know, I think I care too much sometimes. I think it can be again, you know, it can be quite terrible in your own mind. Like, I don't know, it's like a battle going on, you know, trying to swift you one way, trying to swift you another way. You know, I want to install a positive mentality, and, you know, just enjoy myself, because yeah, there's no point in just dwelling all the time. You know, there's no point. And I want to improve my relationships. I want to be, you know, just, I do think I'm a normal person anyway, but like, just be a bit more, you know, have more adventures, you know, just enjoy myself. At the moment, I spend money on going to the shop 3 times a week. I love it. I love going all the time. It gets me out of the house. I love to get myself a Monster or a Red Bull, and it perks me up. And when I have little projects going on, last week I made a rap song. Yeah, I just did it. And I I was doing my little tournament thing on FIFA that I'm doing. You guys will know what I'm doing because I'm putting it on YouTube, and I'm trying to look for things to inspire me. So look, just find something that inspires you. Try work at something as much as you can. You know, just keep going and don't give up, and make sure you're supported by people who support what you're doing, because that could be such a big uplifting thing for you. Um, but I really wish you all the best in whatever you choose to do. Um, Hopefully, you choose the right path. Um, you know, and just keep going, see where it ends, and hopefully you have a positive, bright future like I'm hoping for. Thank you for watching. See you all in a bit.